So I wanted to take a quick minute and talk about why certain things like cancer, diabetes, heart disease are all things that are so easily prevented. And, they are one of the highest rates of death in the US, especially in, westernized societies. And it's so important to really understand that most of these cases could be avoided if you took care of your health. So I'll travel back a little bit. I wanted to share something that's really been weighing on my heart recently. So I'm getting married in a little over 2 weeks, and I've had to be without my mom for the majority of the process. And if you aren't aware, my mom passed away from breast cancer, metastatic breast cancer, and she had it when she was postmenopause, which usually means that it can be avoided. Many of the BRCA or the BRCA genes actually are activated before menopause, and that's where you have to deal with like a little bit more genetic versus just lifestyle factors. But it pains me to know that it could have been avoided, that my mom could have been here with me to help me with the wedding planning process. She did come and help us pick out the venue. She was still alive for that. And that makes me, it's a consolation, because I know that she saw where we were getting married, and she saw, where this magical special day is going to be held. And it really, it means a lot to me. But she wasn't able to be there for my wedding dress fitting or my wedding dress selection. And that I feel like is one of the ultimate bonds a mother and daughter can have. Just going together and picking out the dress that is supposed to be, like make you feel like the princess of the day. And she wasn't there. Luckily I have wonderful sisters, and my mom's mom flew up actually to help me pick out the dress. And so I'm so grateful for my family and my friends who have been there like solid rocks throughout this whole wedding planning process. And my dad has even chipped in where, the mom would normally help, like with decorations and helping pick out menus and seating charts and that sort of thing. And I'm so grateful for him. And I I love him so much for helping out, but it doesn't take the place of my mom. And it doesn't take the place, of a mom in a wedding, because yes, your father walked you down the aisle, but your mom is the one that's behind the scenes, that's helping you, encouraging you, um, just with you every step of the way. And I'm not able to have that. And it didn't really hit me until yesterday that my mom isn't going to be there. I kind of knew it, but it didn't really like feel like it was a reality. I actually had just come out of a spin class, and I just started like bawling. I just like could not stop crying, because it finally was like the emotion had come up, and it was like, this is reality now. I know that my wedding is in a couple of weeks, and my mom's not going to show up. Actually, for the first like couple months after my mom had passed away, I thought that she was just like on vacation somewhere or like on a business trip. It didn't really feel like she was gone permanently, even though I had seen her, at the funeral and saw her being buried. I just, it didn't seem real to me. It took me a while to, process it. And that's what I think is kind of happening now. Um, is that I'm processing it, and that it's kind of becoming a reality for me. Um, and I share this because I really want no one else to have to miss, monumental events of their loved ones' lives. Like my mom is missing my wedding. She'll never know my children. She'll never know my children, my future children. She'll never know my brother's children. She'll never know, what I'll look like when I get older. I'm less than 30, and my mom is already dead. Luckily, she was there for my high school graduation and college graduation, but some people aren't so lucky. These things that can be prevented so easily by health and your diet and your lifestyle, such as Alzheimer's, depression, cancer, diabetes, heart disease. These are all things that are mainly within our control. We can prevent these things. We just have to make the choice to do it. We have to make the choice to take care of our health. We have to make the choice to not turn a blind eye and actually take care of ourselves, because there will be no one else taking care of our health but us. So if you're starting and you're like, oh, I don't really know, being healthy is hard. Losing weight is hard. Well, of course it's friggin' hard, because you're changing the way you are right now. It's gonna be bumpy, and it's not like a straight line to success. No, there's gonna be bumps in the road. It's just a matter of hopefully you're getting to where you want to be. And the beautiful thing about health is you could have been unhealthy for your whole life essentially, but if you make the change today, you can be healthy tomorrow. You can be healthy the day after that. You can be so much healthier a year from now. If you make the change, if you make and are willing and open to investing in yourself, investing in your health. Because do you want to miss your children's graduation, high school or college? Do you want to miss your children's wedding? Do you want to miss meeting your grandchild for the first time? No, no one wants that. And also, even if you are able to meet them or able to attend those events, do you want to be like vibrant and like energetic and just like loving life and able to do all the things you love? Of course. But if you don't take care of your health, you might live till you're 80, but from like 60 to 80, it might be really shit quality life. Like you might not be able to walk properly. You might have trouble breathing. You might not be able to do the things that you love, like taking a hike, biking, dancing. So don't you want to enjoy the most life has to offer? Of course. Like if someone said no, then it's time to take a look inward, because you really need to like reevaluate your priorities. Of course you want the most that life can offer. Of course, every single person wants to be happy. But in order to be happy, we have to be healthy. And I'm not saying to shame yourself into getting healthy. I think that is the absolute wrong way to go about it. I think the most transformative type of change, especially when it comes to health, comes from self-love. And self-love, loving yourself enough to know that you have to make that change, that you have to, eat healthy. You have to exercise because you want to be there for your children. If you are not in a place to be able to do it for yourself today, start making the changes for your loved ones, for your children, for your spouse, for your family, for your friends. Start making those changes today, because there's a beautiful billboard that is actually out in New Jersey. It says, your heart beats for more than just you. And that's totally true. It's everyone that loves you and everyone you love, your heart beats for. So it is absolutely a necessity for you to take charge of your health. Because if you want to live this life and you want to prevent these diseases and so much money later on from all 12 medications every day, oh my God. No, you don't have, but the thing is, you don't have to live like that. You don't have to have a life like that. It's really up to you. No one else can change your health but you. So let that sink in. And if you want to learn more, or, you just want to kind of chat through with what your health situation is like, see my website. And I'm happy to chat, because my passion is making people realize that they don't need to just concede to these chronic diseases and illnesses. I don't want another person to miss their child's wedding because of something that's so easily avoided. So, thanks. Have a good day.